It's May and I'm heading back to the coast path. My adventure today starts with a 50-mile bus journey involving 3 buses, which fortunately were all on time. 3 hours later, the last bus drops me off in Hartland, while I walk just over 2 miles to Blackpool Mill, where I finished off last time. That smudge on the left of the horizon belongs to some chap named Warren, but more on that later. I'm now in Devon for what could be the last time. Maybe the last time. I don't know. Oh, sorry. And we're back where I left off. Now all I have to do is walk to Morwenstow. It was quite overcast and a bit chilly at the start of the walk, but I soon warmed up despite the lack of sun. This is Blackpool Mill Holiday Cottage, and apparently it's been in a few films and on the telly once or twice. Here we have the remains of Warren Towers Lookout, or maybe it's a folly. The church in the background is St Nectarns at Stoke, and that's where my walk from Hartland this morning left the tarmac. Up ahead is Rocket House, and if, like me, you're wondering why it's called Rocket House, it's because it was built in 1891 to house rocket-propelled cable equipment used in maritime rescue. How cool is that? Looking back at Hartland Quay, which has also appeared in 1 or 2 films, allegedly. This baby matterhorn is St Catherine's Tor. Apparently there's a chapel on top, and I'm not climbing up to check. First glimpse down into Speck's Mill mouth, and you may be able to make out a couple of climbers on the cliff. You wouldn't catch me doing that. And up the valley to cross the stream. The ridge in front is an alternative path apparently, but I took the calmer valley route, where the sun decided to make an appearance and the day got a lot warmer. This didn't last long though, and by the time I'd eaten my sandwiches, a gentle sea mist was blowing in. few stone chats up here and a few people running the path. Again, you wouldn't get me doing that. I think this mast is some form of radar for wave and weather monitoring. I did give it a little wave, but I don't think it saw me. See, it's not all mountaineering. Time for a quick vape at Neighbour Point. Our first glimpse of Welcome Bay. Oh, did I mention this section has a few up and down bits? This path is as steep as it looks. Trekking poles and a head for heights are recommended. A look back to Welcome before we start going down the hill again into Marsland Mouth and past Ronald Duncan's writing hut on the way. And yes, I'll make it to Cornwall before Christmas. This now means I've walked the entirety of the North Devon coast. I've tried to find out how long this was and got several answers ranging from 50 up to 80 miles. I think it's longer. If you see this little blue line, think twice before following the green arrows, as it can lead to quite a long walk. I've been here before, but this time I'm taking the long way home. And of course, we have another up and downy bit. Now, if you're thinking about doing the coast path but can't make up your mind whether to start in Poole or Minehead, just remember, if you start at Poole, you will need to walk up these. Just saying, that's all. John from work says it's a lovely hike. Afternoon. And another uppy bit. At last we see Morwenstow, which literally translates into Morwenna's holy place. That's St Morwenna, not Doc Martin's receptionist. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, there's a button down there somewhere for that. The question is now, what will the question be now I'm in Cornwall?